Item: SCP-1902. Code name: Amnesiac, Deity of the Wastes. Object Class: Euclid Newman. Special Containment Procedures: SCP-1902 is kept in its original location in Site-23's basement level. A fire-resistant concrete containment chamber 3 meters x 3 meters in interior size and 1 meter in thickness has been constructed to contain SCP-1902 on site. The chamber has been constructed to allow for two-way audio and visual communication with SCP-1902. Should containment of SCP-1902 at an alternative location be required, full blueprints and materials lists are available at request from Dr. Hall. Items under 2 kilograms in mass, flammable materials, and potential sources of ignition must be kept away from SCP-1902 except during scheduled testing. SCP-1902 must be extinguished immediately following tests that involve allowing SCP-1902 to ignite. No less than 1 hour of audio recordings are to be prepared and played daily to SCP-1902. The recordings must consist primarily of speech in which the speaker praises or argues in favor of values including moderation, weight loss, humility, and pacifism. Personnel assigned to this task are to be provided access to the entirety of Site-23's declassified audio and video collection for this task. No individual clip of sound may be replayed more than once every 3 days or more than 5 times in total. Experiments that deviate from the above protocols require the assent and supervision of Dr. Hall. Tests that involve the addition of unusual material to recordings played to SCP-1902 may not take place more than once every 3 days. Description: SCP-1902 is a sapient, mobile pile of waste of variable disposition approximately 110 kilograms in mass. SCP-1902 is composed primarily of ash and cinders, with significant quantities of medical waste, paper products, and various waste products from anomalous items contained at Site-23, along with one item that exhibited anomalous properties prior to incineration. See Addendum 1902-1 and Addendum 1902-2. SCP-1902 possesses well-developed senses of hearing and touch, is incapable of sight, and does not appear to possess an olfaction analog. SCP-1902 exhibits a great deal of control over its mass, capable of delivering approximately 40 kN of force over short periods of time, or 3.0 kN of sustained force, with the apparent constraints that at least half of its component items must be in contact with the ground at any one time and that all items in its body must remain contiguous with each other. SCP-1902 is able to incorporate items less than 2 kilograms in mass into its body via physical contact, so long as said items are at least partially 30% of their surface damaged by fire. Items separated from SCP-1902 cease to display anomalous properties, but may be reincorporated into SCP-1902's mass at a later time. SCP-1902 is capable of communication by shaping portions of its mass into rough approximations of characters in Japanese. Although it is capable of understanding all languages tested thus far, it is roughly as intelligent as the average adult human, and exhibits the ability to learn, but cannot remember events more than 1 week in the past. It consistently reports the desire to incorporate additional material into its mass, and the desire to be worshipped as a deity by ambulatory entities of any nature. However, SCP-1902 does not exhibit any consistent knowledge of or theories on its nature or identity, and exhibits no consistent personality, attitudes, or behaviors beyond those mentioned. SCP-1902 appears to be influenced almost exclusively by the content of speech conducted in its vicinity within the previous 40 hours, while SCP-1902 is capable of learning new information, if not remembering its source. Any speech to which it is exposed will have no observable impact on its behavior after 40 hours. Additionally, SCP-1902 will habituate to speech that it is exposed to repeatedly. Any specific stimulus impact on SCP-1902's behavior will decrease steadily with exposure. with no apparent change being present after 10 exposures to the content of any given speech. Current containment protocols are designed to influence SCP-1902 in a manner that limits its willingness to breach containment or increase its mass. Interviews confirm that SCP-1902 holds values contrary to its urges to expand in size. This appears to cause SCP-1902 significant psychological stress. However, SCP-1902 has yet to attempt to breach containment or harm personnel since enactment of current Special Containment Procedures. Addendum 19021. SCP-1902 was recovered from Site-23 Solid Waste Incinerator on 15 February, 1966. When the contents of the incinerator spontaneously animated and destroyed both the incinerator and the 2 attending personnel. Temporary containment measures were enacted before SCP-1902 could cause additional casualties or harm to the facility. Addendum 19022. Original documentation of the anomalous item incorporated into SCP-1902. Item description. An antique wooden idol of Ryukyuan origin. The object continuously vibrates and shakes at varying intensity, despite lacking any detectable power source. Date of recovery: the 10th of February, 1966. Location of recovery: an antiques shop in Naha, Okinawa, Japan. Current status: in Site-23's non-SCP containment vault, slated for incineration.